Hi Stampers! Today I'm going to share with you the instructions for those of you that purchased the August product spotlight for this set, Dandelion Wishes. You should all have received your kit with your parts and pieces. So here we go. Alright, card number 1. Alright, you've got, in your kit, you've got a base of Pacific Point cardstock. Just fold that, fold that in half. Alright, you've got 2 pieces of Whisper White. One, I used the stitch framelit on that piece. That is your outside card. And then you've got a plain 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and that is your inside piece. You've got a stitched circle, and the colors I used a sponge dauber to color the circle, and I've used So Saffron, Balmy Blue, and Pacific Point ink. And then I took my aqua painter and I splattered it with droplets of water. So you can do this with a paintbrush as well, and just kind of tap it over your hand. And you can see here you've got some splotches. Once the water is on here, take a paper towel and just tap it on there to dry it off. Wait till it completely dries, and then the dandelions are stamped in basic black in Memento ink. Okay. I've given you several pieces that you can use to cut flags. And the little hello, I already stamped one for you in Pacific Point, but you can do that in black as well and do any other saying. And as a reminder as to how to do your flags, just cut up in the center, and then from one corner to the center and another corner to the center. All right, I did the same thing with the Pacific Point piece that you have as well, and just kind of layered those. The saying is popped up on dimensionals. The white panel and the circle are both flat, just glued directly onto the cardstock. Inside I left blank, leave that to your imagination, and don't forget to do the envelope. All right, so that's card number 1. All right, card number 2 is a petal pink base. All right, it will open this way. All right, so you've got a petal pink base. You've got 2 pieces of Whisper White cardstock. One is definitely smaller than the other. The larger one is for the inside, and the smaller one is going to get layered on the black. But I suggest stamping first before you layer it on. In case you make a mistake, you can always flip it over. So I stamped in basic black Memento first, and then I sponged petal pink. Realizing though that some of you don't have petal pink ink, I wanted to show you I did it also in Sahara Sand. And then I also did it in Crumb Cake. You could also do it in a pale gray, and that would go with the petal pink as well. So any faint color that you think goes with the petal pink will work for this sponging here. And then just applied some sequins. Those are in your envelope as well. And then the greeting is in your stamp set. Okay. On the inside, I didn't do anything, left that to your imagination. Okay, so that's card number 2. And at the end, I'll post photos of all the cards as well. All right, card number 3 is this one here. You've got a Whisper White card base. You don't have a white panel for the inside because the card's already white, but you do have one for the outside that is going to layer on the Bermuda Bay. Now, once you've got this layer, before you glue it down. So glue these two together, and then you're going to wrap this piece of ribbon around the back and then just tape it to the back, either using a mono or regular Scotch tape works as well. So tape that down, and then you're just going to tie this one on top. Just tie it one time and then just trim off the ends of this. All right. Then you've got a scalloped square, and you're going to layer the black square on top of the scallop. All right. And then I gave you 2 stitched squares, so stamp your dandelion on here and then just glue that directly onto your black layer. This gets popped up with dimensionals onto your card. And then you have some diamonds. So there's 3 diamonds for this, 1 for each of the centers, and then 3 down here. And then the inside is blank for you to use. Okay. That's card number 3. And the last card is this one, and it can be done several ways. So you've got a basic gray cardstock base. You have 2 identical Whisper White layers. One is for the inside, and one you're going to layer this polka dotted gray on top of. Okay, and that just gets glued then onto your gray cardstock. All right. Then you've got a circle. You can either stamp the circle in white ink, you can emboss it in white, you can emboss it in black, you can stamp it in black. This piece is then popped up with dimensionals. I gave you 2 just in case you want to see which works best for you. And then this piece of ribbon, you're just going to tie it into a bow, and then I just adhered it with a glue dot. All right, and then the inside is blank. All right, so if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me and either text or email or a phone call, and I'll be happy to help you with any questions you might have. Thanks again for participating in this month's product spotlight, and I hope you enjoy it. Happy stamping!